Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Paul with ReliGym again with our tips, tricks, and tutorials videos. And this week we're going to be teaching you how to make a multi-purpose sled for about $5. So here we go. Hey guys, so one of the big problems that I personally have, and I know a lot of other people have, when they're building a home gym is their lack of money. A lot of equipment costs a lot of money. I know a sled and a harness, usually the whole rig is going to run you about 200 bucks. So I'm a big fan of making things myself, and so here we're going to make one out of a tire and some rope. I'm using 3/4 inch webbing just because I slackline a lot and I had it laying around. You can use really any type of rope you want. Webbing is nice because it gives you that thicker diameter for the strap across your chest. It digs in a little bit less. But so here we go. All we really need is, with your tire, take a drill and drill a little hole in the sidewall. If you try going through the front here, there's actually wire in the tire ring, so it makes it really difficult. These sidewalls don't have that. So go right through the side, and your rope, I think I used probably about 15 feet of rope to make one big circle. Tied it in a knot, pull that knot right under the side, and now you have this nice big loop you can use. So there's a few ways to tie it on. A lot of people will just hit it right here just around the waist. I'm not a big fan of that. It starts sliding down, it falls, and I personally want it tied more around my chest. That way my core has to activate the entire time I'm pulling, and it gives you that nice deep core workout. And if you start slacking, you can tell right away because you'll start arching back as you run. So the trick to making that little harness is this. I'm going to tie a pretty easy knot here. What you're going to do is take the rope and take your hand through it, and basically take your hand over the rope like this. So here, grab it and pull this part through. As you pull it through a little bit more, you're going to get this nice loop. If you want to do that, it's hard to see here, but you get these nice little holes. I'm going to do that again so you can see it and make it a little bit smoother. But basically your arms go through these holes. So again, you're going to reach through, grab, and pull this. Once you pull it through a little ways, you'll have these nice two loops here. And you're just going to put your arms through those. It's a little tricky. Do it a few times and it gets easier. You're going to take your arms through each hole. And it's basically going to go around your shoulders. And as you can see, that is basically slipped over your back. So now you have it like a backpack, and you can pull here. So you have these across the chest. One thing that I like to do to make it just a little bit more secure, if you start slowing down here, sometimes it loosens. The last thing I do to kind of make it real nice and tight, I loosen these and loop each one over my head. That way it X's across your chest, stays nice and tight. Let's see if I can keep it tight and turn around. Goes right around your shoulder blade. So now you have that nice hard tug, and it stays right where it needs to be. So I use this at least once a week for a long run. I'll usually do a 5K with it once a week out in the desert, but you can also use it for a lot of other things. So I like to do interval sprints with it as well, and we just load it up with weight. So we get our plates, and as long as the tire's not too big, it sits right nice and in there. We'll usually stack up about 150 pounds, and we'll do 100-foot pulls. That works really well. Another thing you can do is, instead of pulling this way, back here, you can, usually you want weight in it when you do this too, but you can pull it here. So, try to make sure I'm not out of camera. So get back, pull with your back. So each pull should be like a deep row. You do that over and over and over. And the exact opposite, you can do it with a push. So from here, I like to do this a lot where I'll just line it up and just push from here. And that way it's like you're in the bottom of a push-up. So you're going to get a lot of activation in your chest. You're going to get a lot of activation in your triceps. And you'll just either run with it here or do your pushes. Step up, push, and just keep going. Another thing I like to do for my grip is I made these little pipe bombs. Just about a foot of PVC, wrapped with some tape, drill a hole through it, and run some lines. So you make 2 of those. I use these for a lot. If you guys have watched my videos, you'll see me hanging them up in the attic, doing pull-ups just on these. But what you can also do, hook this onto the end of your loop with a carabiner, or just tie it on. And now, it's too long for me to get in video, but you can do those same pulls, but holding on to your pipe bomb. That way it gives you a lot more of a grip. This is really going to work your forearms, especially if you're doing it for 400 meters or so. This is going to kill your forearms. So yeah, that's how you make a sled for about $5. I didn't explain how you do it for $5. All you're really paying for is this webbing or rope. Tires, if you go to any tire shop, Tires Plus, Big O Tires, Midas, any of those, they have a stack of tires in the back and they have to pay to go recycle them. So if you ask them to take one off of their hands or 2 off of their hands, they give them to you for free. We have probably about 50 tires out in our little training area, all for free. So these are great little bits of equipment that you can make super cheap, and you can use them in a lot of ways, and you get a really good workout with them. So hopefully that helps out. If you guys have any questions on the knot, it's kind of hard to figure out. If you have any problems with it, let me know. I can send you a better, shorter video or draw a diagram for you. And if you have any other ideas for tips, tricks, and training ideas that you want to see, if you're having movements that you're struggling with, if you want to know a cheap way to do anything, GHD sit-up machines, rowers, let us know and we'll help you out with it. And make sure to check us out on our Facebook page. That's facebook.com/ReliGymClothing, our Instagram at ReliGymClothing, and our website, www.religym.org. Check out what we're doing there and see what our end goal is. Come pick up your ReliGym shirts. 100% of the donations go to our project to help kids get into gyms for free. So we're trying to get kids off of the streets and off of the couches and get them around a positive outlet and some good mentors. So yeah, once again, this is Paul with ReliGym. Train hard.